A guy could be a phenomenal player, but he don't fit in this locker room.
Reporting that Nikhil Hill-Green is going off to Alabama. The king of the transfer portal, Deion Sanders, is wrapping up a nice little week with a few different commitments from some big names, but also losing some big names, some weird things going on. So today we're going to try to wrap things up when it comes to Colorado specifically, see who's left, see who's coming, see what his comments were on the transfer portal in general as they gear up. I believe the window is going to get closed again on the 28th, reopen on January 3rd. If I am correct, there's going to be a dead period here for Christmas and all that other fun stuff. So let's first things first, we're going to listen to the pregame show, just Deion Sanders alluding to the transfer portal again, and then like we talked about, we got people committing possibly to Alabama, people coming from Oklahoma. So let's get all of that and get it done here, and let's do that. But if you like these videos, please like it. If you don't dislike them, man, let's hop right into them.
I've gotten it 100% right. But your process from selecting in the portal has been way more right than it's been wrong.
Right.
So you're not just grabbing talent, you're grabbing people that fit.
It got to fit. Because a guy could be a phenomenal player, but he don't fit in this locker room. He don't fit in his environment. He don't fit in the way we do things. He don't want to hustle. He don't want to work. He just want to be given things. He don't want to be a team guy. He want to be a me guy. That don't fit and that don't work with me. Why? Because I'm old school, man.
Yeah.
I'm old school. Our staff is old school.
Absolutely.
Everything around here breeds old school principles. So you're not going to have success attracting something that ain't you. And not spending the time to evaluate something that's so far dismissed from who you are, it ain't gonna work. And it's unfortunate for some kids that have chosen this environment and this situation just for money, or just because you feel like you could do this, you feel like you could do that. Like, we even have, not here, but we even have some kids that may choose a college. We've had them, the kids that we recruit, choose a college, want to be a receiver, and the quarterback ain't that. So how your numbers gonna be that, and you just chose a school just to get a bag, but the quarterback ain't that?
Yeah.
So have you considered elevation? Have you considered the next level? You can't get there when you don't have the environment that's conducive to success.
Sure.
It don't make sense.
Yeah.
And a lot of kids don't think like that. Even when we're meeting with kids in the recruiting room, I tell them, look, man, if this is not the place you choose, please choose somewhere that's going to elevate you and help you reach your destination.
I want to stop on that, and it's only like 15 seconds left, but that's very important because that is not just something that he says. I want y'all to go look up, and if we have time in this video, we will. Jordan Seaton, he talks about why he chose Colorado over all the other schools. Remember, top rate offensive tackle, X, Y, Z. And thing he said is, all these other schools were like trying to, hey, we're going to get this for you. This is what we can do for you. Money, this, that. Okay, starting position. But he said, you know what Deion Sanders came up to me and said? He said, hey, this is where you need to get better at. Hey, your footwork, when you drop set, is a little late. Your hands are kind of late coming up when you're engaging, when you do pass sets. Like, he was giving him criticism like, yo, it's almost like, I don't care if you sign with us. I see you as a young man who can elevate, who can be great, who is of the ilk. So let me teach you, let me show you, and let me demonstrate that that's what we're about, right? So I think that's important, that it's not just about talent for him. And we're going to show, because they do got some talent, but it's also, again, about that old school mentality, which a lot of people don't want to admit that Deion Sanders is an old school dude.
Like, from a football standpoint, from a personal standpoint, from a business standpoint, and an intellectual standpoint, make sure you check all the boxes. Because you got to know who you are too, and some things don't fit.
Y'all go check out the pregame show. He does a lot of good stuff there on YouTube as well. But this is just a little 2-minute snippet of that, and a little throwback here.
The kid that we got from Texas in the slot that's killing everybody. Jimmy Horn. That's Jimmy Horn. That's LeJounte. The kid that we got.
I'm originally from Memphis, but
Okay.
but
So you
yeah, I ain't really worried about the cold, for real.
because a dog is
A dog.
at the end of the day, a dog is a dog, man. All right, let's talk about this state game.
I'm
So
from Memphis though.
So that was Quentin there, Quentin Gibson, the gentleman that Deion Sanders was alluding to there. But I know it didn't have to do with transfer portal, but just kind of same spot. Small little thing here. I'm not really sure if it's a negative, more so just a thing. Right now, college transfer portal, and again, this is an account, 38,000. Like they usually don't play games when they report stuff. They're reporting that Nikhil Hill-Green is going off to Alabama. So that's an interesting a shake of events. If I remember correctly, he will be a senior. He's only going to have 1 year of eligibility left, so they think that they can take advantage of that out there with the Crimson Tide. And looking at just the average transfer portal, rankings for commit. This is per 24/7. We'll hop in there and take a peek at that too. You got Oregon up there at 90.3, USC at 88.3, Colorado at 88, Oregon State at 87, Utah, BYU, Washington, and Arizona coming right underneath there. And just like I said, we're going to just take the rest of this, just kind of recap. Shout out just for some of the recruits coming in for Colorado, some of the transfers coming in. Shout out to Julian Lewis. He did make it to the state championship. He did lose in the state championship to Grayson. So that was interesting to see. And then this is him speaking on Julian Lewis and kind of talking about how he's already getting work.
Would benefit Juju to have some practices with Shador.
Tremendous. Not only that, we're gonna put his butt on that scout team and let him run against the ones. Yeah. So we gonna see if you flinch. We gonna see what you got. But shoot, man, that young man.
That's great to see, man. That's great to see. Another announcement there again. That's the cornerback there, Makari Vickers. He was a top 85 recruit in the 23 class for On3 Industry, of course. Wide receiver Jonte Cook does respond to possibly being a Colorado Buff. He says, they don't want me, dog. I don't know what that means. I don't know. He's been talking to Deion personally or how that is. Gabriel Lightfoot, a 27-game starter at Fresno State and one of the most productive defensive tackles in the Mountain West, has committed to Colorado. There's another one on December 18th. Of course, we talked about Caden Slater a few days back, so I think this is extremely important. Look, the name of the game in college football and modern college football is depth, depth, depth. So I get that we have Julian Lewis coming in, but hopefully Caden Slater works out, Salter works out. Hey, hopefully Julian Lewis beats him out. Regardless, we're going to have a bit of competition, or at least Colorado will, and they're going to have a bit of depth there to have multiple things to kind of go for them there. That was more of a bigger sign. And then remember, Colorado's Trevor Woods is in the transfer portal. He played some safety, so I can see him playing safety when he transfers. So linebacker and safety there. Something that you don't want to see lost there. But first 5 transfer portals as of December 17th, you had Carter Miller, the offensive lineman, Jaheim Otis, the defensive lineman out of Alabama. You had the tight end from Southwest Missouri out of Mr. Zach Atkins. You had kicker Buck Buchanan. And then you had linebacker Reggie Hughes, a versatile haul of ready now contributors. And that is Mr. Reginald Hughes out of Jackson State. So very good stuff. Casey Conception still hasn't made that commitment yet, so I guess the jury is still out on where he can go there. But that's the biggest update that we got right now. I think just kind of closing everything out. What we see right now is a team that has lost a few, but has found a way to gain a few too. We'll look at the rankings here too. Official. 2025, again, Makari Vickers, the punter out of Kansas, who just committed as well, which is crazy, from Kansas, and then he gonna jump over there. Reginald Hughes again out of Jacksonville State. Buck Buchanan, like we talked about, Carter Miller, Caden Salter, Zach Atkins, Jaheim Otis. There it is. FB transfer rankings. Now we had some issues here because it shows them at 8 with 60.7. It says FB football transfer rankings. I'm not sure exactly what that means because when I go to the full rankings, they're not going to be at number 8. They're going to be somewhere. Number 17, though. Okay. Would you look at that? So, what's it called? Colorado is looking to finish in the rankings in the top 20 here. Doing good stuff so far. I mean, when we checked this a few times, I think even in the week with some of those big commitments they had, in the 30s and then like in the low 30s. Now they jump all the way to number 17. Number 1 is Texas Tech. I would not expect Texas Tech of all schools, but hey man, go ahead, Texas Tech. Ole Miss I don't know how Ole Miss is a number 1. I feel like they've been just sniping everybody up, but I guess Texas Tech is just becoming that team. Auburn's up there, Mississippi State's up there, Wisconsin's up there. Just good stuff to see. Can we check out the best? What's it called? The best of the West? Nah, I think that's it, man. We still got Zachariah Richardson out. So the jury's still out on a few more. You got Travis Hunter doing dunks. A lot of craziness going on. But I think that's it. I don't want to drag this out too long. We did what we need to do. I think Coach Prom's doing a decent job in the transfer portal. I think he's trying to kind of really show against the detractors because a lot of it's so interesting to see how people are using the transfer portal now, and how Deion Sanders said he was going to use it. Hey, we're going to get a bunch of new people. We're going to do all this other stuff. And it seems like these rosters are flipping over every single year, especially with the way coaches are moving now. You know, they're going with them. They're flipping. They're doing all this other craziness. So for everyone to pretend and act like Deion Sanders was some crazy person, some wild man, like he wasn't, NFL Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion, NFL and collegiate football legend. I don't know, man. Maybe he knows a thing or two about this whole coaching thing. Maybe he's figuring some things out. But y'all be phenomenal. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be phenomenal. Get you some sunsets, I guess. Leave a like on this video if you like it. Subscribe if you do it. Man, we'll see you next time.